Amazon Fire TV is the biggest streaming platform in the world. One of the top two at least. Roku is the other. Sorry, Google and Apple, that's just the way it is. And for the most part, all Amazon Fire TV devices do the same things in the same sort of way. But that doesn't mean you can't make them work just a little bit better. So let's just dive into it. I'm Phil Nickinson, this is Digital Trends, and these are my top Amazon Fire TV tips and tricks. You thought you were gonna escape it. No, you know the drill. All right, before we do that, like, subscribe, notification bell. You've done all that? Cool, because you wanna make sure you see every new Digital Trends video that's coming your way. All right, you did that? Good, let's go. Tip number one, which Fire TV should you get? So this isn't really a tip per se, but it is pretty important, so I wanted to touch on it. Do not, please do not get the cheapest Amazon Fire TV stick that you could buy. You can do a lot better. Because the simple fact is none of them is that expensive. So just go ahead and get the best one you can get. And today, that is the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Max. Yes, it's a mouthful, but yes, it also tops out at $60 before it goes on sale. And we've done a whole review on it. Maybe you recognize somebody in there, so go watch that and then hop back here, or just take my word for it. It's the best one you can buy. And again, tops out at 60 bucks, boys and girls. All right, you need more? Fine. It's got all the features you could possibly want, including some that you can't find on other devices, running on just about the best hardware that's out there right now for this sort of thing. And for the software and features, I really mean the Amazon Fire TV Ambient Experience. It's also been on the Amazon Fire TV Omni QLED series of televisions, but that's a whole TV and a whole nother conversation. We want to go simpler. We want to go less expensive. That's why we're doing the 4K Stick Max 4K Stick. I told you it's a mouthful. Fine, I can hear you in the comments ticking away. Yes, there's the Fire TV Cube. Yes, it has more powerful hardware. No, it does not have the Amazon Fire TV Ambient Experience, okay? Fire TV Stick 4K Max, that's what I'm sticking with. So tip number two, let's talk about that Ambient Experience. You can actually see it behind me here. It's sort of a mix up between some really cool backgrounds and some useful information in widgets. Now the backgrounds are akin to what you would see on, say, Apple TV or Google TV. They're really good, and it's a mix of like artwork and just natural scenes, and some of it's a little more computer generated than others. Some of it has motion, some of it's still. And Amazon has a ton of it here. You can lose an entire day just playing around with it, and I love it. It's really good. And if none of those tickles your fancy, fine. You can use your own pictures. You'll have to go through Amazon Photos to do it, but that's also really good, by the way. And then it's super simple to put them up here on your TV. Now, those widgets take you even further into the Amazon ecosystem. They're just quick little widgets that sit on your TV back there and show you things like packages that are on the way, or give you suggestions on what to watch or listen to, or even what to cook for dinner. It's very cool, it's very useful, and it's all entirely under your control. You can use them or not. But again, this is all stuff that's only available in the Amazon Fire TV Ambient Experience on the 4K Max, unless you want to buy a whole TV, but don't do that just yet. Tip number three, user profiles. So one of the coolest things about Amazon Fire TV is that it kind of figures out what it is you like, what you like to watch, what you like to listen to, what you like to use. And also one of the worst things about Amazon Fire TV is it figures out what you like to watch and what you like to listen to and what you like to use. It's great when it works just for you. It's really bad when your 5-year-old kid decides to watch Bluey all day long and totally screw up your recommendations. Fortunately, there's a way around that. Set up user profiles. Set up one for you, for your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, kids, especially for the kids, because profiles have parental controls on them. That's super important. Those parental controls can do things like, keep content away from 5-year-olds that maybe they shouldn't see, or keep them from spending your money. Probably, maybe. Look, I'm not making any promises here. Kids can be pretty crafty sometimes, but take a couple minutes and set them up and you'll thank me later. Tip number four, go ahead and install the Amazon Fire TV app on your phone or tablet. So at some point, you're going to lose your Fire TV remote. It happens. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. I'm not judging you. All right, maybe just a little. But what that means is you need a backup way to control your Amazon Fire TV, if only so you can pair a new remote control later, right? So for that, you'll want the Fire TV app. It's available on Android and iOS and basically works the same on both. You'll install it and log in, and from there, it will look for any Fire TVs on your home network, which, by the way, means you need to be on the same Wi-Fi network as you know all that, right? Okay. So it also gives you easy access to what's on right then, as well as any recordings that you might have made, all right there from your phone. Cool. Now, is the remote app the sort of thing you're gonna need every day? No, or at least I hope not. But trust me, It is there in a pinch when you need it. Totally worth just leaving it sitting there. Tip number 5, rearrange your apps. So Amazon Fire TV puts a premium on content on the home screen, and that's fine, I get that. But me, I'm the sort of person who likes just going to an app and then going to the things I want to watch from there. But here's the problem. Fire TV only puts, what, 6 apps there on the home screen right in front of you? I want more. Or at least, I want to make sure the right ones are there, and that's what we're talking about. So go into the All Apps section and select the app that you want to put out front. Then hit the menu button on the remote, it's the one with the 3 lines, and then choose Move to Front, and that's it. So again, you only get 6 there. You might have to arrange these, every now and then. Super easy to do though. Tip number 6, turn off all those damn sounds. So anytime you use your Fire TV remote to venture through the user interface, it makes a sound, a clicking sound. Click, 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 click. I can't stand it. I hear it in my sleep. I hear it when I'm awake. There's not a single time, a single moment in the day in which I don't hear that clicking sound. Click, 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 click. That is, until I turn it off. So go into the settings and choose display and then sounds, and then go to audio. Then turn navigation sounds off. You're welcome. Tip number 7, manage your channels. So look, free TV is everywhere these days thanks to what's known as free ad-supported television, or FAST. And there's a whole bunch of it actually on Fire TV by default, or when you start installing some apps. You might even be surprised at how much you already have. So you can see here on my Fire TV that I have 4 quote-unquote live sources. There's Prime Video, there's Freevee, which is owned by Amazon. I also have Tubi and Fire TV channels. And if you look at that there, that's almost 500 channels in air quotes in all. Now some are good, some are not. So it's worth taking a few minutes to either hide the ones you don't want or at least move them up in the list a little bit. Tip number 8, long press is your friend. So there are a whole bunch of different remote controls for Fire TV devices depending on how long you've had it or which one you get. They all pretty much work the same way, right? And one of the key buttons is of course the home button. That's where my thumb naturally rests, so it's probably the one I use the most. And it's got some shortcuts hidden behind it. Long press that home button and here's what you get. It will let you quickly switch profiles, or you can adjust the ambient experience from here, or get to the full device settings, or you can put your Fire TV to sleep, or use any of the mirroring options. By the way, if you have a settings button on your remote, that'll take you to all this too. But it's probably one of the things I use most. If I want to just launch the ambient experience and not have to wait for the timer to kick in, I just hold down the home button and go to it right there and I'm done. Super easy, super useful, very cool tip. All right, so that's it. That's 8 quick Fire TV tips and tricks. Again, the top one, don't be a cheapskate. Get the latest Fire TV Stick 4K Max, especially if it's on sale. Now, if you have any tips and tricks that I haven't thought of, because yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, let me know down in the comments. And again, be sure to like, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. You know what you're doing, right? Yeah. And hang on tight, we're gonna be back with more videos from Digital Trends real soon. That's it. See ya. Enjoy your Fire TV.